In the heart of Tokyo, as early spring painted the city in soft shades of pink, cherry blossoms drifted like quiet promises. This was a city caught between winter's final breath and summer's eager arrival. Along the Sumida River, a young woman named Aoi walked with her hands tucked in her pockets. Her blonde hair, a rare sight in Japan, shimmered in the afternoon sun, a gentle reminder of a father she barely knew. Though Tokyo was her home, she often felt like a guest, forever watching from the sidelines. As she paused on a small wooden bridge, her favorite spot to think, the distinct click of a camera shutter broke the silence. She turned to find a young man, his brown hair messy from the wind, a camera hanging from his neck. Sorry," he said, his cheeks flushing red. "I was taking pictures of the blossoms, I swear." Aoi's surprise melted into a soft laugh. "It's okay," she said. "They are beautiful today." He exhaled in relief. "I'm Ren," he said, bowing slightly. "Aoi," she replied, returning the gesture. In that moment, with petals drifting between them, it felt like fate was gently pushing them closer. That first meeting should have been the end of it, but it wasn't. Over the next few days, they kept running into each other at a cafe, a bookstore, and always back by the river. They soon stopped pretending it was a coincidence. Ren, a freelance photographer, was chasing fleeting moments of truth, while Aoi, a designer, created beauty on a screen, quietly longing for something more tangible. Their conversations started small, with favorite foods and music, but slowly blossomed into something deeper. One evening, as city lights danced on the water, Aoi admitted, "I feel like I don't quite belong anywhere." Ren understood. "I think I'm scared of standing still," he confessed. "Like if I stop moving, I'll disappear." Surprised by his honesty, she looked at him and said softly, "You won't. Some people leave impressions without even trying." The smile he gave her then was one that stayed with her long after they said goodnight. Weeks turned into a season of shared headphones on late trains, laughter over burnt pancakes, and comfortable silences that felt warmer than any conversation. Their connection grew strong, yet the most important words remained unspoken, caught in their throats by the fear of changing everything. One evening, Ren invited Aoi to his photography exhibition. Her eyes shone with pride as she saw his work, each photo a story of fleeting beauty. And then one image stole her breath. It was her, standing by the river, lost in thought, with cherry blossom petals caught in her hair. "You took this ... double quotes," she whispered as Ren appeared beside her. "I hope that's okay," he said. Turning to him, her eyes filled with emotion, she said, "You see me." Ren swallowed hard. "I think I always have." But just as the world seemed to hold its breath for them, the moment was lost to the surrounding crowd. That night, both lay awake, their hearts heavy with unspoken feelings. Spring was fading, and with it, the cherry blossoms began to fall faster. Ren received a dream offer, a long-term photography project abroad. It was a painful decision, and he hesitated to tell Aoi. When he finally did, they stood beneath nearly bare trees. "I leave in 3 days," he said quietly. Aoi's smile faltered. "That's amazing," she managed, her voice trembling. "You should go." "I don't know if I want to," he admitted, his gaze locked on hers. He wanted to say it was because of her, but fear held him back. On Ren's last evening, Aoi stood alone by the river, her heart aching with regret. Why hadn't she been braver? Suddenly, she heard footsteps. It was Ren, breathless. "Aoi," he said, his eyes intense. "I couldn't leave without telling you." "I tried." Her heart pounded in her chest. "I'm in love with you," he said, the words finally breaking free. "I don't care how scary it is or what happens next." Tears welled in her eyes. "I was hoping you'd say that," she whispered. "Because I love you too." The city around them faded away. Ren stepped closer and gently took her hand. Under the last falling petals of spring, he leaned in, and their lips met in a soft, trembling kiss that held all the words they had been too afraid to say. The future was still unknown, but as they stood together under the same sky, it was no longer frightening.